The January 24th, 2022 regular meeting of the Cinnaminson Township Committee is now called to order. Everyone, please rise and join me in saluting the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, PL 1975, C 231. Notice of this meeting was published in the Burlington County Times and the Courier Post on January 7th, 2022. Roll call, Madam Secretary, please.
Yes, Mayor. Mr. Conda.
Here.
Mr. Horner.
Here.
Mr. Seagrass.
Here.
Deputy Mayor McGill is not here. Mayor Craybill.
Present.
Thank you.
Okay, we will start with committee liaison reports. Liaison to Administration and Senior Services, Committeeman Mr. Conda.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. As far as Administration and Senior Services are concerned, it's been a very quiet month, so I do not have a report this month. So we can move on.
Okay. Liaison to Finance and Economic Development, Committeeman Horner.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The only item I have for this evening is the fact that the Western project located at the property known, or formerly known as the Azalea Farm, has started. Site work has started, and we do anticipate them coming out of the ground vertically in the next few weeks. That concludes my report this evening, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Liaison to Public Works, Committeeman Seagrist.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. 48 residents took advantage of the free rabies clinic at the Public Works facility on January 8th. Public Works Department employees continue to collect curbside Christmas trees through the end of January. Over 800 trees have been collected to date and recycled at the brush yard. And then one last note, the work on Wayne Drive Bridge, which has seemed to take a little bit longer than expected, is nearing completion. The project engineers reported that the project should be completed in February, and as always, weather permitting. That concludes my report, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Seagrist. Deputy Mayor McGill is not here, so we will skip over the liaison report for public safety. Liaison to Parks and Recreation and Veterans Affairs is myself. I just have a brief update. In regard to Parks and Recreation, we are accepting permits for the 2022 field usage from the various sports organizations. The Parks and Recreation Committee will be meeting in the coming weeks to start reviewing the permit requests, as well as planning and preparing township activities for the upcoming year. Thank you, and that concludes my report. Mr. Schubiger, can you please give some detail regarding the resolutions on tonight's consent agenda?
Sure, Mayor. We have a number of resolutions on tonight's consent agenda. I'll try to get through them quickly for everybody. Resolution 33 is to authorize a change order for Seacoast construction. That's for the North Pompes Avenue Reconstruction project. That recommendation comes from the project engineer Panoni. They have deemed that project substantially complete, and they recommend that change order in the amount of $26,426.91. Resolution 34 is authorizing a shared service agreement with Burlington County for snow removal services. That recommendation comes from our Public Works Superintendent, Kevin Gaunt. Just for everyone's knowledge, the township actually plows and salts the county roads within the municipal boundary, and then the county reimburses the township for that service. That's really shown throughout the county to be an efficient manner in which to perform that job. It's helped out tremendously on all fronts. And again, Mr. Gaunt recommends that we do extend that agreement. It's for another 3-year term through December 31, 2024. Resolution 35 is also a shared services agreement with the county, and that is for solid waste and recycling disposal. That service has been ongoing for many years within the township. This agreement's for a 5-year extension through December 31, 2026. And after consultation with our Public Works Superintendent, once again, we mutually recommend that we extend that agreement. Again, that's for disposal of solid waste and recycling. Resolution 36 is authorizing the implementation and expenditures for both affordability assistance and the Market to Affordable program that is part of the township's affordable housing spending plan. This recommendation comes from our COA counsel, Linda Galella. You may recall that we've done something similar to this in the recent past. I believe it was last June. This updates the actual amount for both the up to amounts, I should say, for the Market to Affordable program and also the affordable assistance that the township can provide. This will help us meet our affordable housing program. And just a reminder, the Market to Affordable is for 12 to 14 units that we're working on. We have several years to fulfill that, and we're in the midst of doing that. Resolution 37 is authorizing the waiver of a site plan review for Riverton Country Club. That is for their existing patio area, an expansion of that patio area. Zoning officer John Marshall brought that to our attention for those planned improvements after receiving them from the country club. It was his determination that the governing body and the redevelopment authority, as the township committee is the redevelopment authority, should review those plans as a potential for a waiver of site plan review. Our economic development committee reviewed those plans. Mr. Platt here also reviewed them, and our mutual recommendation to the governing body is to, in fact, authorize that waiver of site plan review for that expansion at the country club. Resolution 38 is the award of a contract to ATS Environmental Services. This is for refurbishing the fuel pump at the Department of Public Works. Mr. Gaunt, I know you're looking forward to this authorization tonight. That is pretty important right now for the Public Works Department. And after working with getting a scope together and talking to vendors, Mr. Gaunt, great job with that, by the way. His recommendation is to award the contract to ATS. This will shore up that fuel pump and get them back up and running, I think by the end of the week if this goes through tonight. So, good. Resolution 39 and Resolution 40 are both the cancellation and refunds of taxes for totally disabled veterans, two separate properties. One block 2409 lot 3, the other block 2016 lot 10. Our tax assessor, Dennis DeClerc, has recommended the authorization based upon his determination that these property owners meet that benefit, the eligibility for that tax benefit. And I got two more now. Resolution 41 is authorizing a tax refund to a lien holder. This came from our tax collector. It basically was a crossing in the mail, processing of a payment, and that refund is in the amount of $7,195.51. And then finally, Resolution 43 is authorizing the extension of the use of a temporary signage for Lidl. This governing body has previously authorized that. This action will extend it through the end of February to February 28th, and the Lidl has asked us to do so and appreciate our assistance. That is, again, for to help them with their their job recruitment for the Lidl grocery store. I think that's it, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Schubager.
Welcome.
May I have a motion to open public comment on the consent agenda items only?
Madam Mayor, I'll make a motion to open public comment on the consent agenda items only.
May I have a second?
I'll second that, Madam Mayor.
Voice vote? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Nays? Abstentions? Ayes have it. Public comment on the consent agenda is now open. Please state your name and address for the record. Seeing no one come forward, may I have a motion to close public comment on the consent agenda?
Madam Mayor, I'll make a motion to close the public portion on the consent agenda, please.
Okay, and I'll second the motion. Voice vote, please. Ayes?
Aye.
Nays? Abstentions? Ayes have it. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Madam Mayor, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Madam Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
May I have a second?
Madam Mayor, I'll second that.
Roll call vote, please, Madam Secretary.
Yes, Mayor. Mr. Kondo.
Aye.
Mr. Horner.
I need to abstain from approving Resolution 2022-37, as I'm a member of Riverton Country Club, but I am an aye for the others, read by Mr. Schubiger.
Deputy Mayor McGill?
Aye.
Mayor Cravel?
Aye. Moving along, may I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Madam Mayor?
Oh, yes.
I was skipped,
Oh, you skipped Albert.
Oh, I apologize.
because I'm so far away.
Who is that down there?
From the penthouse to the outhouse.
Aye.
May I have a motion to approve the minutes of December 30th, 2021, and January?
Sorry, we still
Oh.
have to approve the consent agenda.
Oh my gosh, sorry about that.
I just need to do the roll call vote, finish the roll call vote.
Go ahead.
And then, so Mayor Cravel, so everybody is okay, except for Mr. Horner is abstaining on Resolution 2022-37. Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, so are we good to move on to the minutes? Okay. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of December 30th, 2021, and January 3rd, 2022 reorganization?
Madam Mayor?
Go ahead.
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from December 30th, 2021, and January 3rd, 2022.
May I have a second?
I'll second that, Madam Mayor.
Roll call vote, please, Madam Secretary.
Thank you. Mr. Conda,
Aye.
Mr. Horner,
Aye.
Mr. Seagrass,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor McGill,
Aye.
Mayor Cravel.
Aye.
Thank you.
Approval of the bills. May I have a motion to approve the bill list?
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the bill list.
Okay, I'll second the motion. Roll call vote, please, Madam Secretary.
Yes, Mr. Conda,
Aye.
Mr. Horner,
Aye.
Mr. Seagrass,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor McGill,
Aye.
Mayor Cravel.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, staff and professional comments. Do we have any comments from our staff or professionals this evening? Everybody's good?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, public comment. May I have a motion to open public comment?
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to open public comment, please.
Okay, may I have a second?
I'll second that, Madam Mayor.
Okay, voice vote. Ayes?
Aye.
Nays? Abstentions? Okay, the ayes have it. Public comment is now open. Please come forward to the podium and state your name and address for the record.
Hello, my name's Lewis Hart, Sr. I live at 17 Sequoia Drive, Cinnaminson. I'm the owner of Lou's Farm Market. I own a farm at 8 South Fork Landing Road. The township has property that borders right along my farm, and it's been sitting idle for 10 years or so. And former council member Ben Young twice asked me whether I would farm the ground. At the time, I had too many acres, and I declined. Now I would be able to handle it, and John Marshall claims that he had no problem with it. And I have farmed Wesley Bishop Park for Morristown Township for years until they needed the ground, and I'm fully insured, and just want to know about the possibility. I know the township, they mow the property at least 3 times a year. They have a right of way through my property to get to the field. And it seems half of it's really good ground, it grows really high weeds and grass. So I just was wondering whether there's any possibility of being able to use the ground until the township needed it. I'd lease it. I'm fully insured. So I'll just give you something to think about and talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Great, thank you, Mr. Hart. We will definitely.
Oh, and does anybody know about the Fork Landing Road Bridge, when they're going to start? And they were supposed to start in 2017, and every year they haven't. They did the one up in Mount Holly first on Smithville Road, and then we just never know with the farm stand there whether we're going to be open that year or not, if they close the road repair the bridge, nobody ever seems to know about when they're gonna start.
Mr. Schubager, do you have any information in regards to the Fork Landing Road Bridge?
Mayor, yeah, I'd actually like to respond to both of his
Perfect.
comments. The first, Mr. Hart, I'd love to, give you a call, have a conversation, get a little bit more information, and we can at least make sure we're understanding exactly what you're looking to do, and then we'll work with the professionals on that. So I'll reach out to you. You said Mr. Marshall has your number and contact info, or?
Well, he knows where we're at. I don't know, we could leave my phone number.
Yeah, why don't we do
That's
that? I'll get that from you after the meeting. if that's
Okay, thank you.
And then on the other matter, I can only say regarding that bridge, that, and our Public Works Superintendent is here in the audience, he's very well familiar with that, as all the residents are here. That has been backed up a couple of times by the county, and I have not gotten any recent information on it, but one of us would be happy to reach out to them and see where that is in the queue. I remember, Kevin, tell me if I'm wrong, I think you were here working at the time. It was ready to start the design and process, and then it got bumped or something. I know that's not what anyone here wants to hear, but I do recall something of that nature at the time. But I'll call over and see if they can give us any information on that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Hart.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Doesn't look like we have any additional comments. May I have a motion to close public comments?
Mayor, I will make a motion to close public comment.
Okay, can I have a second?
Madam Mayor, I'll second that.
Voice vote, please. Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Abstentions? Ayes have it. Are there any comments from committee?
Madam Mayor, I have nothing this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Conda.
Nothing else to add, Madam Mayor?
Mr. Segrist, anything?
Nothing here, Madam Mayor, thank you.
Deputy Mayor McGill?
Yeah, if I may, Madam Mayor, I'd just like to continue to do my duty and do the activity report for December.
Please do.
Okay, total incidents responded to by the police department was 2090. Total arrests made were 33. Total property checks were 682. Total motor vehicle stops was 288. Total motor vehicle summonses 195, and total DWI arrest 6. And that concludes my report, Madam Mayor.
Okay. Thank you, Deputy Mayor McGill. We will be going into closed session. Mr. Platt, do we anticipate taking any official action this evening?
No, I don't anticipate we'd be taking any action. I would anticipate the closed session to be no longer than 30 minutes.
Okay. May I have a motion to go into closed session?
Madam Mayor, I'll make that motion to go into closed session.
Okay, I'll second. Voice vote? Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Abstentions? Okay, ayes have it. We will be going into close.